guys, welcome back to the Bourbon and Booze YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a little update video. It's been a long time since y'all have seen this truck. Let's see, probably been 6 months or more. Joe, who's out there hiding like he always does because he don't like to be on video, he is been really working hard on Mark's truck trying to get it done. We've ran into a couple small things we got to do to finish up the fuel system. Cage, a little bit of cage work, which I'll show you. It's just little things. Actually, yeah, I think it's just door bars, I think. Then we got to finish the wiring. Joe's been working on that, and we'll show you all of it, and kind of, you can see where we're at. It's got a lot done, but there's still a lot more to go. We're waiting on transmission to come in, some little odd and ends. Mark's got to get a few more parts too, but looks much different if you go back and watch the previous video, which I'll try to put in the corner. It's night and day difference from what it was. So we're going to show you all. I'll show you what's been done to this. It's kind of like the Regal, but it's just an S10, and there's a few more things done to it. So let me show you what we got here. So if you look here, we got the intercooler. It hides behind the factory grill, which pops right in, no problems. We've made sure it all fit. This is the same exact intercooler that's on the Regal. It's like $160, and it's really pretty good size and does really good for what it is for the price. If you look here, we got a leash board, and everything is completely labeled. Joe is taking after Steve there. And if you look in there, it says radiator fan 1, radiator fan 2. So you can kind of see it's been hidden, so you can't, but it's easily accessible still. Go here, we got the same turbo that's on Stevie's Regal, same turbos that were on my car for a long time. You see the firewall's been all painted. We got to finish putting that in. Most of the wiring's ran. As you can tell, fuel system back here, still not 100% done. The regulator's mounted. We're going to do it the exact same way we've done on all three vehicles, including mine and the Regal. There is one issue we're running into, and that is, if you look down in here, let's look way down in there. We still have not figured out the thermostat, how we're going to do that yet. You got any ideas on the thermostat yet? Joe's got an idea. He'll make it work. Of course, like all the other ones, we use the same log manifold, same wastegates, all mounted about, come on, focus, little guy. Here we go. Same wastegate, all mounted the exact same way and welded to the manifold. Matt's son actually welded that for us from Night School of Welding, so thanks to them, like always. Trying to get an idea of how much work Joe has done, because even with this crappy cheap cage, if you look here, you can see it is just super tight. I mean, you can literally get your finger, and that's about it back there. Can't really see there, but you can barely put your hand up there. We still got to get the back glass, obviously. And if you look here, Joe made it extremely easy for Mark to be able to understand anything. I/O input, I/O outputs. Come over here, we got ECM input, ECM output. Come over here, you got your grounds, and then you got your 5 volts, all labeled, marked. We've got looks like a leash board there too. Is that a leash board?
Yeah,
yeah, up at the top. And then of course the NOS relay, like we always use on them. We've got the CAN bus module, and then the terminator, all mounted. We'll be right behind the dash, but the dash will pop in and out within seconds. So if we have to work on it, it should be fairly simple. Now ignore all this mess. This has not even been gone through yet. We still have to go through the factory wiring to get all the interior lights working, and we're going to put all the factory interior back in this carpet. But we still need a shifter too. And like I said, if you look through this hole, there's no transmission. If you look right here, we have Joe in his natural habitat. So if you look right here, Joe's already done while he's up there showing you all this real quick, I'm putting the dash back in to see how easy it is. This is the transcooler for this thing. I cannot even explain how big this thing is. Like, it is absurd. But it has a sensor on it. I can promise you this thing will never overheat the transmission. But, so there's the transcooler mounted in the bed. We've got the battery. Joe's mounted the battery up there already the correct way. If you look right here, the fuel pump is mounted. The fuel cell fits right in there. And Joe's already welded all the cage in. I think we're gonna have to fill this massive hole there. I don't know what that was for. Makes two of us. But if you look here, Joe's already slid the whole dash back in. And literally, if you pop the glove box down, you can actually be able to work on most of it. Or if you want to crawl up under the dash, most of the time we'll just probably yank the dash right back out of this thing if we're forced to have to work on it. So if you look, see, look, Joe's showing y'all how easy everything goes together. He already had it made where these will just pop right on. So all we gotta do is put the nuts on it, and we're gonna have to trim this a little bit more for the fittings. But if we crawl up under, you can see the pump hidden up under there. Come on, focus, little guy. There we go. You can see the pump right there, all mounted. We just got to finish mounting all the fuel lines and all that stuff. All right, so if you look here, we got the baby tires on it, which are actually 28 1050s. This car had 33s on it. It's going to stay on a 28 1050. And if you notice, we got long studs now. It's because the rear end has been built now. It's done. It's ready to go, besides brakes. Joe took the time here to be nice to let y'all see this. Look at that. Grill's in it. You can't even see the intercooler. It's going to be like a little sleeper truck, besides the fact that it's tubbed like no other. So guys, that's really it. As you can tell, there's been a lot of work done, even though it might not look like a lot. Anybody that actually works on things by themselves or builds their own stuff, you can understand how much stuff has been done to this truck. We're really just waiting on parts. Joe's finishing up most of the wiring. He'll be done pretty quick if he really wanted to be. But we still need rear brakes. We still need a transmission that we're stuck waiting on. We need a shifter. What else we need?
Rear brakes, transmission, shifter.
There was something else.
Fuel system.
The fuel system we can do real quick. That's not hard. But I feel like there was another.
Some idiot to tune it.
That's not hard either. I know a guy. He's right there. If y'all don't know, Joe actually did the base tune on Stevie's Regal, and actually it was really good. Steve just made a couple small changes. So Joe's getting a lot better at that, even though he doesn't want to admit it. Just like the wiring, he's taken after Steve very well and followed in his footsteps of getting better every time, which that's what we all strive to do. Joe's becoming a perfectionist with it too, because he's learned from Steve, and we've learned why you do it a certain way. So, of course, Steve, thank you, and we still dislike you because you're in Florida without us. But that's it, guys. Stick with the channel. I'm going to show you the new car soon. I've been editing the video. Until next time, we'll see you later.